Hello there, YouTube. This is Transformers fan G138, and I'm here with my initial thoughts on Skullsmasher, aka Skullcruncher, with Grax. So, take a look at his art card here. Comes in a nice little poly bag, all taped up. Tech specs, he's pretty low speed, not too bad, and then Garnax's upgrades. Pretty cool art, pretty cool character. Out of the pack, he literally looks awesome, and his alternate mode is amazing. Out of the package, I hate this figure. This was worst one in the wave. Simply too many quality control issues to count. Hopefully, if you have one already and you just want to know what my opinion is, yours worked fine. I actually already modified this, and I'll explain how I modified this to actually work and be able to stand up. So, the first issue I came across was when I went to transform him, I couldn't get his headmaster off. I had to pry it off with pliers. It was jammed in there so tightly. I think there are actually marks on the head and where I had to use the pliers to get it off. I think there's a few marks on each side. It was really, really tough. Like, you can see his head's all chewed up here. Overall, the head looks nice. The whole figure looks beautiful. Just very, very disappointed on... and right now, after I put the head on correctly, like, they put it on backwards, and that was part of the problem. Now it snaps in really securely. I like it. So, the other issue out of the package was his legs. I could turn them like this, and his legs would just fall. I fixed that by taking the ball and a toothpick and just using a dab of super glue right on here, and had took the toothpick and just ran across it a few times, let it dry. I did the same thing on the other side. And then the swivel on this one was way too loose as well, so I just slipped that out and put a layer of super glue on this part down here, and that tightened it up enough to hold its shape and hold the whole figure up. So, overall, these ball and socket joints don't hold together very well either, so it won't be unusual for them to just pop out of place, whether I had this super glue on them or not. It's just unfortunate. I think somebody dropped the ball on those, and I'm not sure if it was just a timing issue, let's hurry up and get this figure out, or if it was, we just don't know. I don't know if they tested this and just changed the design at the last minute. I don't know enough about it to make any comments either way. It's just a little unfortunate. Overall, the figure does look fantastic. I will say, from a design standpoint, he's probably up there on my lists. I got this guy because, you know, he's one of the headmasters, and I really like the Japanese headmaster series. So we have this doohickey gun tail thingy, which we can plug on his back this way. If you want to get up and out of the way, it's a little weird. You can also use it as like an arm gun, you know, slip it right into his hand this way. It also works if you want to take it and put it in this way as well. Any number of combinations you want. You can put it on the bigger figures, whatever. The smaller pistol also can fit just inside here. Attaches to it. Does a bunch of fun stuff. But overall, it's okay. And your Titan Masters can sit in here and tab in there as well. So, speaking of Titan Masters, let's get transforming this guy. So, the toes, they're really loose, and I wish there was a way for them to snap into place, because they tend to push up quite frequently. It's not that bad. Same thing with these. I wish there was a place where you could actually feel them Apparently there is a place where those just snap in. That's very convenient. I'm glad I just discovered that. So articulation real quick. So you got a little bit, but I wouldn't rely on this for any poses. You got a 90-degree bend, swivel, ball and socket hips. Like I said, had issues with those. You do have a waist swivel, ball and socket head, but it's very limited due to the shape. You have a ball and socket as well as a hinge in the elbow, shoulders. Then you have a swivel and a 90-degree elbow. A little bit in the hand due to transformation, but I don't think I would count that as anything special. And then we have the transformation. So first, flip up the feet. Next, pop off the head. Set him aside with the other accessories. And then untab the knees. They tab in. Kind of like pop block in place. And kind of just fold in the hands while we're doing this. Get them out of the way. Just kind of like watch out for that. You want to do like 100 things at once, so we'll flip up this at the same time as we're doing the legs. And once you've tabbed these things together, they're not going to go anywhere. So you don't have to worry about that. They don't want to stay together the best, but what are you going to do? Next, we're just going to kind of like set these feet. And then we're going to bring this whole assembly out of the way for a minute. Just keep it up there. This is where it gets a little weird, and it took me a few minutes the first time I transformed them to figure out which way these were actually supposed to tab in. And the answer is at these weird angles. There is some tab slots here for the tab way up here on the shoulder up here. Sorry about the lighting, it's not the best right here. You can see this back here. That kind of just tabs in at that angle. Then you can mess around with which orientation the feet are in. So now when we bring this down, these tabs will tab into these slots here. So, hopefully. One. And two. There we go. So, now we have Skullcruncher, Smasher, whatever you want to call them. Together, we take the purple pink tail thing, and we peg it on this kind of two-part peg here. That definitely helps keep the legs in shape. Also, add some articulation. And then you just kind of keep that tapped on there. And you move the feet around. Those are all in ball and socket joints. And get them whichever way you want them. I think this guy turned out really good. And in vehicle mode, alternate mode, his teeth and mouth are really done well. This is all rubbery. This green plastic is kind of like a softer green, so it's got a cool texture to it. And then the only part I really don't like is this is actually also made of the soft plastic. And it kind of gets jammed in there sometimes. And the paint wears off it, because this is like a painted color. It's like a grayish underneath. And it sticks and it pulls, and it's just weird. The Target Master, Headmaster, get him, swivel his head around. Looks like just about all the others. Not too bad. But he just kind of flops down and sits in there. And then you can close up that. If you push this down too much, it flips inside, and you almost need a fork or something to flip it back out. But It is fully flexible. So that aspect I'm not particularly a fan of. The flapping is like it is, but it does create cool texture on his back. Like before, the gun can store up in the tail, creating a really weird kind of look, but it does fit there. So in this mode, articulation, swivel, a little bit claw, ball and socket, and a hinge that pops off. And then, of course, you got your little guy, which has some target master slots here. And always compatible with the bigger figures, blah, 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 the whole spiel. Pretty cool. Nice Decepticon logo. Overall, definitely true to the character. Besides the quality control issues, I think this is a really neat figure. But the quality controls were really disappointed me when I opened this guy, because I was really excited for him. And he's got a nice ball and socket head. You can do some really cool poses with this guy. But, that being said, there he is. Would I recommend him? Only if you're comfortable modifying him, so with super glue, you're confident. I don't know if they're all having that issue or not. That was just my experience with this. Please comment down below if you have one that worked well, or if you had similar issues. I'd like to actually know and kind of create a catalog of known issues of these things. But, yeah. No, it's pretty good. I like the figure, minus the quality control issues. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Check out the rest of my videos. I just did one on Blur. That should be up around the same time this one is. And up next, we're going to do Scourge. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.